Oh, boy. Can't wait for this one. Titans-Jaguars round 2. It was so great the first time. It was so amazing a few weeks ago when they played that they just said, we got to run it back and do it again. Who is ready for Mason Rudolph versus Mac Jones? Because let me tell you something. This is an important game, actually, for these two teams in terms of the draft. Because they're both in the top 5 right now. And with a loss, it could do some damage to both of them. Or excuse me, with a win, rather, I would say. It would do some damage to both of them. Here's the game preview.
Oh boy, okay. Always wanted to try a micro preview. Tennessee Titans, 3 wins, lost their last 4.
Even that's how the game finishes. An interception, and that seals the win for the Colts.
Jacksonville Jaguars, 3 wins, lost 7 of their last 8.
And a very disappointing loss to a team that was considered to be one of the 2 worst teams in football.
Yeah.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned because the Titans need to lose this football game, and I'm really worried they're going to win. Really worried they're going to win because if the Jaguars can lose to the Raiders, what makes you think they can't lose to the Titans too?
Yes, this is the definition of a heavy artillery goldfish home game. Jags offense did its part for their future Week 16, 14 points versus a 2-win Raiders team. Ha, suckers, join the pack. Jacksonville's offense, under 21 points, 5 of their last 6.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs for Jacksonville. Let's see what they can do here. Well, Bixby lost the football, and Trayvon Merrick scoops it up.
Taking on a Tennessee defense that just faced a Colts offense good for 20 points per game heading into last week, gave up 38 to them.
Touchdown, Indianapolis, 70 yards.
Barely faced any passes, so some Tennessee fans are like, our pass defense rules. It doesn't. Ant went 7 for 11.
Listen, the Colts could have run the ball every play. They pretty much did, but I mean, even the little bit that they passed, they could have just run all day and won this game. The Titans gave up over 300 yards rushing to the Colts last week. I mean, I know that NFL teams, the players at least, don't actually tank. Like the fans talk about tanking, especially teams like the Titans and the Jaguars. The fans talk about tanking, but the players, they want to go out and win. They want to play for pride. I understand that. But if you were tanking, if the Titans were tanking, it would make more sense than to believe that they were actually trying against the Colts.
Against them, 11.9 yards per attempt allowed, a 97 rate allowed to a dude who only eclipsed that mark 3 times prior.
Colts know they get the ball to start the second half, so they will probably not do anything crazy here.
They missed the tackle on 2 occasions, and he was able to cash
That was
it
kind of
in.
funny.
This is Mac Jones versus Mason Rudolph. I guess Mac is the hot one. Jones 247 yards, a touchdown, no picks, a rating over 90 versus Vegas.
Couple of backups.
Coverage downfield. Jones is just going to try to run it. Now he throws to Thomas, and Thomas goes down at the 38-yard line.
You know, Mac Jones hasn't been playing bad for them. I mean, he's a backup quarterback, but I mean, he's been all right.
Good play by Mac Jones and a gain of 19.
Mason, 2 TDs, 250-plus yards.
Rudolph, pockets collapsing, throws to the back of the end zone, caught.
Threw 3 interceptions last week as well, a low 70s rate.
And intercepted. What a...
We'll give him 2 interceptions. The last interception was on the last play of the game. They were at their own 10. You saw it at the start of the clip. They were at their own 10, needing 90 yards in one play, so he just got chunked it. So I won't hold that one against him. But his other 2 interceptions were absolutely horrendous.
Hurdle to finish off that interception by Kenny Moore.
I mean, the third INT wasn't really his, but still. A few notable stats to watch in this trash can of a game. Tennessee's rush defense versus Jonathan Taylor. Let him go for 215-plus yards, 3 touchdowns, 7.5 per run.
First time he's had at least 3 touchdowns on the ground in a game since 2021.
Now they get Tony Pollard, just 8 tries versus the Colts, 4.4 a run though.
Hey, Tony Pollard surpassed 1,000 yards on the season this past week. A lone bright spot in this terrible season.
4.4 or better, 4 of his last 5. Broke the 1,000-yard mark in 2024 already.
He has been everything the Titans thought he could be and more.
Calvin Ridley fans, 78 yards, a TD versus the Colts, less than 150 away from a 1,000-yard year.
Threw it off, going for it all to the end zone for Ridley. He's got it. Touchdown, Titans.
Jacksonville's Brian Thomas Jr. now over the K mark. What a season. Dropped 132 on Vegas, a touchdown, 80-plus yards, 5 straight.
Jones looking deep. Thomas is wide open at the 30. Thomas is going to waltz in. Touchdown.
This is Cartman.
Kudos to the announcer right there for getting that excited over a game between the Raiders and the Jaguars. The announcer's like, yeah! Woo! Touchdown! He's talking Jags Raiders.
Kyle slap fight material. Week 14, the perfect 2024 Jacksonville, Tennessee game. Really symbolized their years. 10-6. Nobody won. Nobody.
And this now in the books as the lowest scoring game in the NFL this year. Goes to 3-10 on the year.
You know what? The lowest scoring game in the NFL this year needed to be Titans-Jaguars. It had to be. Like, no other answer made enough
Titans
sense.
join them with the same record.
The music. Oh, here we go, guys. Jeremiah has the Jags 2017. Wolf has the Titans 17-14. Rank has the Jags 15-11. That sounds like a Titans-Jags score. Grant has the Titans 21-20. Brooks has the Jags 14-13. MJD, of course, has the Jaguars 17-14. Gordon has the Jags 20-16. Shook is taking the Titans 14-13. Ed Holm has the Jags 20-19. I don't think either of these teams are putting up 20. And Petra has the Jags 20-17. So 7 for the Jags, 3 for the Titans. I mean, this is truly a situation where it's not even close. It benefits both of these teams to lose this football game. There's nothing to be gained from winning. I mean, if Jags fans feel like they're going to fire Doug Peterson, they're going to fire the GM, is beating the Titans going to make anybody feel better about Peterson or the GM or whoever? Like, no. There's nothing to be gained from winning. If you're the Titans, beating Jacksonville, are you going to feel better about Brian Callahan if you do that? Are you going to feel better about the roster? No, you're not. There's nothing to be gained. Both of these teams are currently in the top 5. The Jags have the 3rd pick in the draft. The Titans have the 4th. So in terms of April, in terms of the draft, there's a lot on the line in this game. Whoever loses is going to win. Whoever loses this game, they're the real winners of this one. Because you're locked into that top 5. Whoever loses or whoever wins, could drop significantly. Titans-Jags, Sunday at noon.